guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my updated powder, contour, and highlight video. I wanted to share with you guys like my updated routine, and I'm also going to be showing you guys foundation and concealer, blush, and prepping the skin, all that stuff. So yeah, if you guys are into it, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Come follow me on Instagram and all my other social media sites. And yeah, we can get into the tutorial now. I never know how to make that transition without being like, so yeah. Okay, tutorial now, right? Clearly, the most important step is going to be putting on lip balm. Not really. You want to make sure that your skin is actually nicely prepped, so cleansed, moisturized, take all the necessary steps to make sure that your makeup looks as good as possible. I've already cleansed my skin, moisturized, applied skincare, all that stuff. And I think lip balm is crucial. Prime my skin, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Oil-Free Foundation Primer. This is just a great one for every day. It's moisturizing and plumping. And yeah, I just really like the effect this gives my skin. So I'll just work it in between my fingertips and massage it into my skin. You will have to wait a couple moments for all of this to kind of... Typically, I switch up my foundation day to day. I'll have a go-to, but I like to switch it up depending on my mood. But I'm going to show you guys a combo that I've really been loving. It's the Fenty foundation with the Revlon Halo Color Charge Liquid Illuminator. Yeah. This is really, really beautiful champagne shade, and I just like mixing it with the foundation because I like the effect that it gives. So what I do, move my sleeve, I just like to do a pump of the Fenty foundation with a little bit of the Revlon Halo highlighter. Mix the two together with my fingers. I'm going to use this Bare Minerals foundation brush to just blend everything in. I really like a nice sheer look, and even though the Fenty foundation is really full coverage, the illuminator just sheers it out and makes it a little bit less intense. To conceal my skin and also brighten my under eyes, I'm going to be using two different concealers, the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus concealer and the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Now, the reason I like using both of these is because there's qualities that I like from the both of them, and I like them when they're mixed together. So I'm going to use Fit Me underneath my eyes. This is just going to give me some added brightness and just make my under eyes look super awake. And then, so that this concealer lasts a little bit longer and I get some extra added coverage, I go in with the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus concealer. And I like this just because the Maybelline Fit Me doesn't seem to last as long when I apply it without this concealer. So I like to put the Wet n Wild right on top. I'm gonna blend the concealer in using a brush. Now that I have my skin prepped and got foundation and concealer on, we can start the contouring process. Now my favorite contour color is Benefit Hoola. I love that one. I use that one most of the time, but I also switch back between Hoola and the Anastasia contour kit. Mine is so old and things have shattered, but I really love this other shade specifically. This one is Anastasia Fawn. This is a really great one. Now my favorite way to apply powder contour is to use an angled brush. And my favorite angled brush is the Zoeva 127. I almost fumbled my words, but I caught myself there. So yeah, I love this brush because it just puts the product on the skin so beautifully, so naturally. If you're a beginner, a really great way to ensure that you don't get too much product on your skin and kind of look blotchy is to pick the product up with your brush, just gently tap it in the pan, and then push the excess onto the back of your hand. Not too much, you don't want to put all the product back there, but that's just going to ensure that there's not a ton sitting on the top of the bristles so that you don't lay it down and you're like, oh no. It's just going to give you a little bit more safety. Another really great tip is always start close to your hair. That way, if there is too much product, better it go in your hair and be dark there than dark in the middle of your face. So always, always, always put the brush down where you want the most depositive color. I want the most depositive color back here, so that's where I'm going to start tapping the brush. So just using a light hand, just kind of apply the powder right there and just slowly blend it in an upward motion. You can always take it over here, like up by the temple. I'm also going to apply a little bit around the perimeter of my forehead, and you can always just, you know, push that slowly into your hairline. And I'll apply this on the jaw, and that just gives you a little bit more exaggerated of a jaw and just like helps shape that. Now you guys can see both sides of my face side by side. This side is contoured, this side is not. Now that you guys have the technique of applying the color, I'll show you guys how you can kind of find the placement of where you want to contour under the cheek, because I know that can sometimes be tricky. So obviously people always say you can do the whole like sucking thing and then that, and you can just contour a little bit above it. I don't think you should contour in the hollow. You want to contour a little bit above the hollow so that you give the illusion of a higher cheekbone. If you contour in the hollow, you're just contouring in the hollow. So my hollow is right here, and I'm going to apply it above that. Put some color there, that way get a little bit of contour there. Now to contour my nose, typically when I'm doing a tutorial, I like to just use this, and I'll just kind of like hit both sides of my nose, and I feel like that looks fine, especially because it doesn't take a lot of skill and it's really easy to do and it's fast. If I really want to like take the time to contour my nose, I'll use a little angled brush like this one. This is the Makeup Addiction, the highlighter brush, and it's just a really tiny mini angled brush. It's my favorite nose contouring brush, and I will use the shade Fawn again. So we'll just dip in there, and then always before I contour my nose, I always push the excess product on the back of my hand. I just think it's a safe way to ensure that you don't look crazy and have too much contour on the nose. So what I like to do is just start on the bottom side of the nose and kind of apply a little bit of product there. It'll kind of give you the illusion of a shorter nose. And then I just lightly apply the product right down the sides of my nose. Nothing too crazy. I don't want to change the shape of my nose, but I just want to put dimension in my nose because it kind of looks flat after you have foundation on. So I just lightly, you know, contour the sides. If you really want to change the shape of your nose and make it look a lot smaller, you would just contour closer here. I don't want to make my nose look smaller or different, so I just want to shade this area here just so that we get a little bit of definition. So after contouring, I like to do my bronzing. So today to bronze my skin, I'm going to be using the Givenchy Amber bronzer. And what I like to do is just pick up the bronzer like this, really concentrate it on that point of the bristles, and then it will just give you the most gorgeous, like naturally airbrushed effect. It's beautiful. So again, with bronzer, what you want to do is first place this where you want the most color deposit. So let's just say the center of the forehead, because this would be where the sun would hit you the most. And hold the brush lightly, like it doesn't have to be crazy intense pressure. You're just lightly getting the skin with the bronzer. You can also really mimic a suntan by picking up a little bit of bronzer and then sweeping it under the eyes like this. And then you'll just get that really pretty flush of bronze where you would typically get from being in the sun. Today I'm gonna be using Dallas from Benefit. This is one of my favorite blushes, and I'm using this so I can show you guys where I place blush, because I do consider blush to be part of the highlight and contour routine. So I'm gonna take a Bare Minerals brush, just going to dip into Dallas. And what I like to do is place this on the apples of my cheeks, but I don't like to do the smile trick. A lot of times people will say smile and apply the blush right here, but I think that then when you rest your face, the blush is down in this area. So I like to apply blush with a straight face. So I like mine like right about here. And what I like to do is just slowly pull it in towards the center of the face, because I do like a little bit of a flush more towards the center. But again, when you're working with these powder products, you want to make sure that you don't apply the product dead in the center of your face to start off with, because it's so much easier to blend in towards the center than to blend out towards the outer part of the face. It just makes things blend a lot easier, and then you don't have to deal with a giant glob of blush just sitting right on the center of your face. To highlight the skin today, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter in Precious Petals. This one is gorgeous. You can wear it sheer or you can really build it up and get that like blinding wet highlight. So it's really amazing, very versatile. Love this one. And I'm going, flung that into oblivion. I'm going to be using a little Eco Tools controlled setting brush. So just start off with a little bit and slowly build up. Now where I like to highlight is right on the outer corner of the eye. So like right here, pull outward. I like to tap the product right there and then slowly blend it out and up. So I like to blend this way. I like to take a little bit right above the brow because I think that just kind of like opens up the face and it looks really pretty to just kind of have a shimmering temple. I also like to take some right under the brow. That also opens up the eye and makes it look, you know, more glowy. See, look how pretty that highlight is. It's really gorgeous. Now I also like to take a little bit right down the bridge of the nose. This just, again, like adds a little bit of shape and glow. I like to put some on the Cupid's bow. I think that looks really pretty and just kind of like flirty because it makes your upper lip look a little bit fuller. The way that that reflects back in the light, it's gorgeous. It's not too much. It's not like blinding you to where people are like, oh, you very obviously have a ton of highlighter on. It just naturally catches the light. And then to really take away the powdery look on the skin, I'm going to be using some more MAC Fix Plus. I like to use this just because it makes the skin look a lot more dewy and it just takes away any type of powder residue that got on the skin. So I like this. This is optional, but I think it makes a difference. Just makes everything, you know, mold a little bit better. All right, guys, so that's it for my updated powder and contour highlight video. I wanted to show you guys how to achieve a natural, easy contour and highlight powder technique video. I wanted to show you guys that it doesn't have to take forever and it doesn't have to be really dramatic if you don't want it to be. I think contouring, should I just like give up right now? I think that contouring and highlighting is still kind of scary to some people, but it doesn't have to look that different. You can still look like yourself when you contour and highlight. I'm thinking about doing a updated cream contour and highlight video just because that has changed it a little bit too. And you know, my technique switches a little bit over the years. So yeah, I'm very excited to share this updated version with you guys. If you have any questions about technique or products or need some tips or whatever, if you just want to say hi, leave a comment down below because you know I will get back to you guys. Product links, information, all of that will be in the description box down below. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you guys would like me to do an updated cream contour and highlight video. And yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to share with you guys for this video. Don't forget to come follow me on my other social media sites. Come follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm on there when I'm not on YouTube. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. Bye, guys.